Hey guys, what's going on? It's Bailey from Nova Motorcycles. Today we've got a 1965 Honda CB77 on the bench, also known as the Super Hawk 305cc twin. Really cool bike, solid motor, pretty popular. People love them. This particular bike was in a fire at some point and got restored by I think the original owner and everything. So this is the state it remains in today. He got it as far as he could, and there's just a couple little things that he couldn't figure out. Whoever painted the tank left a little bit of sand behind when they were, prepping it and everything. So there was sand in the fuel system. The carbs got rebuilt. The timing was a little funky. So getting the basic stuff right, the thing fired right up. It's got a couple of electrical things that we're fixing up while we're in it. The biggest thing and the trickiest thing to figure out on this bike was the forks. They were both leaking. One was leaking more than the other, and these are notorious for collecting water in a really problematic area because they've got all this shrouding. And this chrome piece right here is actually a seal holder. The fork seal sits in here, and this threads on to this lower leg. I've got one off of another bike. So the seal lives right in here. These are all your bushings. There's an internal spring. This would thread on like this. So what happens is that water will work its way into all the shrouding, work its way past the rubbers in here, and eventually collect right here where the seal rides. And that's pretty severe pitting that it's never going to seal. And unfortunately, that's kind of what was going on these. And these legs, these stanchions, we weren't able to find anybody who were making them. The only pair we could find, I don't think they were NOS. I do think they were reproduction, but they wanted like $1,000 for one leg. So the customer opted to have us do a little experiment that I've been wanting to try for a while. The pitting wasn't as severe as it is here. It was a little bit less, and I have always wanted to try taking some sort of epoxy or something and basically kind of work it into the pits and the holes, and just polish it and do a couple layers of that to see if I can kind of make the surface usable. I don't think it's going to be a forever fix, but what I did was I took a little bit of JB Weld and I worked it into the pits, and then I sanded it down. I did that twice, and then over it I did a really thin coat of nail polish and then polished that. So I don't know. I wish I had pictures of the end result because, after I was done, you take your fingernail and you run it across. It felt smooth. I don't know how long it's going to last, but the customer wanted us to see what we could do. He wanted to save a little bit of money, and I'm not sure if this is going to be a daily rider or anything. So if this can just keep it oil tight for the next couple of years, we'll see. But I'm excited to see what happens with that experiment because I've always wanted to try. For those parts that you can't find anymore, you got to find those creative workarounds. So we'll see if that fix works. If so, maybe I'll try and perfect my technique and revive other forks that I can't get parts for. Other than that, it's really straightforward. There's not much left to do on it. Waiting for the battery to get charged up, and then I'm going to get it running again and kind of dial it in, do a final tune, and hopefully it'll be back to its customer in the next couple days.